Welcome to an excuse me. Welcome to another podcast of the Constitution of Manchester United. This is not going to be a lengthy video. I'm going to do my belated thoughts on the Manchester United match against Everton at Old Trafford. And then I'm going to address a few new notes as it relates to Manchester United. So the first piece of news is that okay, let me just address the match reaction first. I'm very disappointed in some of you Manchester United fans. Very disappointed in some of you Manchester United fans because I know this is a belated afterthought, but some of you guys are still bent on blaming Tuanzebe for the draw against Everton. The last goal that was. Alright, let me just calm down and then address everything so we don't run before we creep. The first thing is that we were on the front foot in the first half. We were 2-0 up. Cavani got a very good header from a good cross from Rashford from the right hand side. And that put United in front. Is me. So we were in the front seat at least for a few minutes. The side was looking bright. The defense was looking tight. Nothing much to worry about, as we would thought. But what we need to understand is that, and McTominay got a good goal as well, and Bruno Fernandes' goal, which was, some would say it was Eric Cantona-esque, some would say it was David Beckham-esque, but it was one of the best goals this season that we have scored. I think Bruno has a couple of goals outside of the box, if not probably 3 or 4. McTominay has about 4 or 5. The defense was worrying because when Everton got one back, I knew that I knew that they were not out of it, meaning that I knew that they had some fight in them. Is me, because they have quality players. They have players that can make a difference, like James Rodriguez, Doucouré, Calvert-Lewin, or as I would call him, Calvert Lewandowski, him in a second, and Richarlison. No, not to give a eulogy throughout the match, but to give a match reaction. It wasn't the best second half, I should say that. David De Gea was very poor, but not to beat on David De Gea, because some of you guys are supposed to know that David De Gea hasn't been the same goalkeeper since Cristiano Ronaldo bust his Hyman in the World Cup, in the openings of the World Cup 2018, and ever since his game in 2018 against Spain, not against Spain because he didn't play against his own country, because he played for his own country, but ever since that game against Portugal in the opening round of the World Cup in 2018, that has led him onto a routine of being average / above average. Like, he has never been the same goalkeeper since Christie has scored that hat-trick against him. He's never been the same goalkeeper. This is me. I don't know if Cristiano Ronaldo's hat-trick had some traumatic effect or some indictment on his performance, but he has not been the same goalkeeper ever since. We have been questioning his performance between the sticks, and a prime example happened yesterday against Everton at Old Trafford. Now, I'm not going to say goalkeeping is easy, because it's not easy. I've never played goalkeeper. That type of goal. No, in terms of like scrimmage goals, I've been one of those small goals between the sticks. Yeah, I've been between the sticks, but in terms of like the big goal, no, I've never been. I'm no Spider-Man, so I can't do no goalkeeping like that. But David De Gea's performance was very was very lazy and very poor. I thought Martial was in the goal if I didn't know any better. It's me. And Roy Keane basically says here that Roy Keane claims David De Gea lacked courage in Manchester United's draw with Everton. Would you say it's really courage or confidence? Because it's somewhat of the same thing. Um, I'm not sure if David De Gea's clean sheet record this season, but those two goals, bro. I wouldn't say those two. I would, yeah, the last two goals Everton scored. Definitely the last goal. That had me scratching my head. Well, not really scratching my head because I have a beard, so I've to attend to my beard under here, so because it's lacking an assistance. But maybe I should get De Bruyne or Ozil for assistance. But yeah, bro, that wasn't the best last dying seconds of the game. We were seconds now. We kind of drop back into. That's why I told you guys that zonal marking in terms of the current modern football in today's age is dead. We cannot be playing zonal market in today's game. Now we're off like probably 5 to 8 points. If City win their next game in hand, we're going to be 8 points off the top of the table. Liverpool was on top of the table quite comfortably in the first half of the season. Then we took the button and we were on top of the hold on. Tottenham got a glimpse of what top first place was like. Then we came into the picture and we stayed there until a few moments in time, and then we start tuckling down, starting with Sheffield at home. Is me. So this performance should send a message to us that we shouldn't blow smoke up our own ass. There is okay. I'll say it to you guys like this. I have a few tweets I want to address. Again, not to get this video long-winded, but I have a few things I want to address in this video podcast. Cause a lot of you guys, some of you guys are still guilty and dumbfounded and giving racial abuse to that of Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe came on in the second half. Now, I don't condone the substitution, is me. But what I'm trying to say is that he should not be the player to be blamed in that situation of giving away the goal to Calvert-Lewin. That is my point. That is my point I'm trying to give. Because I watched the video a couple times and I don't see how Tuanzebe, you could use Tuanzebe as hold on. Yeah, I don't see how you can use Tuanzebe as a person to be blamed for for the performance in last minute performance. Like, dude, that don't even make no sense, bro. That don't even make no sense. It's me. Because guess what? I watched a video and he was like nowhere near. I wouldn't say nowhere near. That's false. I would say he's not to be blamed for United conceding that goal. That's based on David De Gea and a few other players that was in the mix. Is me. I wouldn't say Tuanzebe. No, I wouldn't say Tuanzebe is like a huckleberry, like he has a clean slate, so he shouldn't be excused for mistake like that. What I'm saying is that he should not. If you're going to levy criticism against him, criticize the defense, because first of all, our captain Harry Maguire allowed the Everton players to be onside. My man was somewhat. I don't know if you know anything about this, but when a free kick is being taken and you're making a line, that line is supposed to be on the 18-yard line. Is me. Harry Maguire took residency in the 18-yard box. Like he was a fox in the box, like he's a striker or something. Bro, you're a captain, you're supposed to be on the line. You're supposed to be sorting out the line so that United can be in time of clearing that free kick out. But no, you were on your high horse. You thought the 3 points was in the bag already. Then Everton went into that bag and took out the 3 points, and we are left with 1 point. You see me? So that is not a good point if you want to point out to other sides in the Premier League that want to win the Premier League. Now we're like 5 points are to 8 points off the top of the table. We have to question ourselves. See, I'm talking like I'm a player, and I need more admonishment. Like I'm one of the players that played in the Everton draw. Is me, but we're all one. Is me. We all bleed united. Sure, I hear some person saying on Twitter that Manchester United shouldn't be posting anything because of the performance, and they're saying based on the post, they're trying, the United Twitter page is trying to give respect in the aspect of the United squad losing some of their players 63 years ago in the Munich disaster. Some fans are saying, don't be posting, it was a poor performance. And I'm like, bro, who told you to comment? You're not obligated to comment. If you don't like the comment, then don't comment. If you don't like the post, then go and comment. How is that affecting you? How is that affecting you? My lips are choppy. How is that affecting you as a supporter? You're not obligated. No one has a clipper to your right side of your head saying you should comment on that tweet. So you didn't have to do it. Like bro, that's all that you didn't have to comment on that, bro. If you didn't like the performance, no, I'm critical of the performance because we saw this as an opportunity to gain points on the top of the table, but we didn't. We didn't. Our defense was very lackadaisical. And a brother of mine, I think his name is Brandon. I follow his YouTube channel. I think I was his first follower and then he paused me up, but that's fine, that's fine. But he was saying something that I think I saved the post in my bookmark, but I cannot access it at the moment. He said that Harry Maguire should not be captain, and he said that there's another, United should sign another centre back. I'm not really in favor of another centre back because, again, Harry Maguire, we spent M's on Harry Maguire. Eric Bay has been here since 2016, sorry, and when he's fit, no one is fit to pass him in terms of the defense. Is me. Phil Jones has been here since 2011, and it's been said that he's going to come back in the squad. When it rains, it pours. So we will not go drop points, but we're going to drop more points given that Phil Jones is going to come back into our camp, our troops. Is me. And that's not going to be a good sign. But what I'm saying is that he's saying that he doesn't think Harry Maguire, again I'm paraphrasing his comment, but he doesn't think that Harry Maguire should not only be captain, but he shouldn't be starting. Bro, we spent 50 M's on this guy. He has to start. He's going to look stupid on us business-wise as a top, quote-unquote, top club to be having this bridging on the bench when we sign him for 80 mil. That's not going to make any sense. That doesn't make business sense. I'm not even a business person myself because I hate numbers and I hate mathematics. And even I know that. So that should tell you something that Harry Maguire should start. He's young, he's somewhat young. I think he's like 27 or 20, I think he's 27 or 26, but he has room to improve. As a centre back, you have longevity playing as a centre back. You have longevity playing as a centre back. Probably to like not 70, probably about 40 if you're decent. Now, given that he's English, that's not going to happen because longevity is usually for Italians. So with that being said, we'll go move on to the next. Yeah, bro, a lot of you guys are bashing David De Gea, bro. A lot of you guys are like smashing. Okay, this is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said in the last 4 hours. Solskjaer warns Manchester United's number one De Gea that he must earn his place in the team. Number one, he's not going to earn his place in the team because you're automatically starting. It's like you have an automatic button on the goalkeeper position and you're starting over here in between the sticks. You're not going to start Dean Koons in between the sticks. You're not going to start Dean Henderson between the sticks. You know that. So I don't know why you're saying this comment. I can guarantee you, even if David De Gea is messing up, and he has messed up a few times, hold on, this season, We know that he's going to start anyway. Dean Coons is not going to start over David De Gea. Given the sentiments, he's not going to start. So I don't know why he's trying to give off the impression like you have to start. You have to start against you not have to start, but you have to earn your place in the starting level. Bridget, David De Gea is making decent money per week. Okay, hold on. He's making decent money per week. That's number one. And number two, he's going to be starting over Dean Coons. Dean Coons is not going to start over David De Gea, not in the Premier League. But I wanted him to start over David De Gea in the Premier League because I had extra tunnel vision to see and read that David De Gea was washing up. And that was confirmed when he messed up against Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-finals. Like I was bent on the thought and bought on the thought that David De Gea has passed his best. Is me. Um Two reasons Jesse Lingard can't play in the FA Cup against Man United. I might do a preview for the FA Cup game against West Ham. I'm not sure because I told you guys that I have classes. I'm an online student. I'm a human being. So that with that being said, I'm not going to be doing every preview for every game. Is me? Because I want for number one, I'm not getting paid for it, and plus, as much as I love doing these video podcasts, a brother is a mortal being, so he has to get some rest to perform at his best. Is me? And again, Tuanzebe's dude. Why are you giving Tuanzebe heat? He's not the reason why United conceded that last second goal. He's not the reason. I might be against you guys, but he's not the reason, bro. And even Rashford is still getting racial abuse online. What does that say about your maturity? What does that say about you, bro? If you're giving these types of comments, you're a scum of the earth. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. It wasn't the best performance. We dropped points. I might do again. I might do a preview for the United game against West Ham, but that is not written in stone. It's not a part of the Ten Commandments which has to be done, or a part of the law of the land. So that is somewhat. I'm kind of playing with it a bit. I'm not really bought on the thought as yet. Wasn't the best performance, bro. Our players need to be called. Definitely the defense, downright definitely the defense need to be called into question. Wasn't the best performer. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Sleep tight. Stay blessed and don't stress. And I'll show you guys in the next video podcast. Peace.